Hello, everyone. Welcome to the EJGC show. This is your host, Eddie Gallagher. I am here today with a guest that has been here before, Billy Fisher. Billy, how are you doing?
Great to be here, Ed. Always great to be here after a Buffalo Bills win. It's great to see you. I'm excited to talk to you. I'm guessing you went to the game. What an awesome one it was. Great to
A-
be here. Thanks for having me.
Actually, I actually sold that game. So
That's fine. That's a good investment. That's a good investment, Eddie.
yes, yes, it was
We're
it was
all
it
we're
was
all
also
about
my
games
dad's.
here.
It was also my dad's uncle's 90th birthday. So I wanted to spend time with my dad's uncle. He's 90 years old, so it's a special moment. So unfortunately, I wasn't at the game, but hey,
Hey,
maybe we'll see
Eddie
him in January.
Gallagher, great podcaster, great family man, even greater Buffalo Bills fan. This guy
Exactly,
doesn't miss.
exactly. I watched the whole game on TV, but let's start with this. We had some breaking news the other day. The Colts traded for, oh my God, Sauce Gardner. They got two. They traded two first rounders to the New York Jets and Adonai Mitchell, wide receiver.
I could not believe this one, Ed. For a guy that has one career interception, you get back a second round receiver who has disappointed thus far, and you get two first round picks. Now, the Colts, they're in win now mode. They think they can win long term, and clearly, after giving up those two first rounders, they believe in Daniel Jones past this year. Now, Sunday, we kind of saw Daniel Jones turn back into Daniel Jones, but I don't know what the Jets are doing right now because it feels like, didn't this team just do this 3 years ago where they had all these first round picks and it didn't work and they hit on every pick?
You know what's crazy? So let's start with the Colts' perspective. Okay, so they traded two first rounders to for a cornerback that's not worth a single point, and they believe in Daniel Jones, who put up that performance. I mean, look, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, yeah, Daniel Jones, he's playing good football right now, but most of that is, hey, let's hand it off to Jonathan Taylor, let him go off.
And let's let our best offensive line in football cook all day, which they do.
And
Daniel Jones has a very easy job. Not to put anything outside of his performance because I didn't see this coming. He's playing great elite football, but there's no taking away from the fact that Shane Steichen is a great play caller. Jonathan Taylor's the best back in the league, and they probably have the best O line in football. Not to mention all the talent they have at receiver and Tyler Warren too. That team is loaded. And all
yes,
Daniel Jones needs to be is a point guard that gets the ball to his skill players. He doesn't have to do anything out of the ordinary.
yes, I was a little shocked that they traded two first rounders and they gave up a wide
It's a
receiver.
steep price for sure.
Yes, and and a guy in Sauce Gardner who hasn't played very well in the past couple years. Um, I was just overall pretty shocked. I mean, and
Do you think
plus,
it could just be Chris Ballard's last ditch effort? Because I mean, he's been on the cusp of being fired almost every offseason.
well,
I mean, they
you
had
got,
that string of
well,
1 year quarterbacks forever.
I mean, obviously, Jim Mercy's daughter is now control of the ship, so I doubt she'll fire Chris Ballard when the team
Yeah,
could possibly win the
with that
division.
amount of turnover in a franchise.
Probably get the number one seed. I mean, their roster is really, really good. But I was just shocked giving up two first rounders. I mean, that is the
It's a that's what the Packers paid for Micah Parsons too.
yeah, but I think
Micah
I'll
Parsons, I
I'll
think you do that all day. I think
I'll
an
trade for
elite
a
edge
pass rusher
rusher.
than a corner.
Yeah, an elite edge rusher does way more for your team than an elite corner. An elite edge rusher can cover up for a bad corner on the outside.
Sure, sure.
Yeah.
But for the Jets' perspective, okay, you got two first rounders back. The Colts will have to pay that salary that you just gave to Sauce. You have to rebuild. It's time.
Tearing it down. It is
Eh,
really sad though, because like that Jets team, I mean, obviously, don't like the Jets. I want to see him lose, but that draft, they hit on Garrett Wilson, they hit on Sauce Gardner, they hit on Jermaine Johnson, they hit on Brees Hall. And you want to know what those four picks got them? Nothing. They're tearing it down to the studs again. They can't. Brees Hall is a free agent after this year. Jermaine Johnson signed long term, but that's
Yeah,
the only
I'm just
one
happy.
left.
I'm just happy that Brees Hall didn't go to the Chiefs.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus, thank you very much. No
Uh,
Brees Hall in the Chiefs. They can't run the rock, and I'm fine with it. Let Pacheco and Kareem Hunt keep smashing it for 2 yards. Fine with that all day.
and look, you're not winning anything. Uh, just rebuild. I think Glenn he needs some work to do. I mean, I don't know what to make of him, but it's time to get new players, rebuild this puppy. I would. You got Garrett Wilson. You have him locked up. Go find your quarterback. Maybe you have to trade up for. He's got. I believe you got three first rounders. Got Dallas. You got yours, and now you have the
Yep.
Colts. And Dallas.
They get the higher of Dallas Green
I
Bay,
believe it. I
whichever
believe
one's
it's the
lower.
Packers draft pick, right?
It's whichever one's going to be lower. That was part of the terms for Quinn
Okay.
Williams.
Okay.
So
Um.
we'll see. But the Jets, I mean, all right, put yourself 2 years ago on 9/11, 2023, when Aaron Rodgers runs out of that tunnel. That team is looking stacked. And not even a year later, they're already in shambles. Like, where did we go from there? I mean,
It's
bad coaching with Robert Saleh, just bad O-line the whole time. And now we're where we are, where, all right, you look at the Jets roster, there's a ton of studs across that roster, but
so what you're saying is the Jets are going to do Jets things.
the Jets are gonna do Jets things. Would you say it's more of a microcosm of the owner? Because I think it's just
Oh,
the owner,
100%.
really.
I believe Woody Johnson's one of the worst owners in the NFL. And look, I mean Robert Saleh, he's proven he's a quality coach.
Yeah,
And you look at here's the thing you look at Sam Darnold, you look at Aaron Rodgers. They're not bad quarterbacks. Maybe you got to look at the franchise as a whole.
just doing things wrong from the start, giving up on guys too early. I mean, I would hate to be in that cesspool they call New York media. I mean, your every step is overanalyzed. You're constantly on eggshells, thinking about, oh, when's my job coming out? I mean, you see Brian Dable this year. Every week he wants to lick Jackson Dart on the lips because he's like, oh my God, you bought me another season because I drafted you and you look good. I mean, you see how desperate they get in New York because they just need something to quiet the media a little bit.
New Jersey, New Jersey.
New Jersey, New Jersey. I'm
Uh,
sorry, Ed. I'm sorry, Ed. First
um,
mistake on the pod today.
um, well, okay. So as we look at the whole picture on the Colts side, I believe they are a contender. But if you had to ask me, can they beat the Patriots? No, can they beat the Chiefs? Can they beat the Ravens? Can they beat the Bills? The answer to that question is no. If Daniel Jones has to win, not Jonathan Taylor, but put it all on Daniel Jones, the Colts will not win versus those three
I
teams.
got any of those three quarterbacks. Yeah, I really agree with that. I think the Bills, Ravens, and Chiefs, they can win any scripted game. You've seen them do it for years. They can ground and pound. They can kill you through the air. They can do a little bit of both. They can even pull out defensive wins. But the Colts win in one way. They pound you on the ground, and Jonathan Taylor has a day. Now, Daniel Jones, granted, he's had some great games, but they've never won because of him. It's never been like, yep, Daniel Jones took over today. Every time it's been Jonathan Taylor had a day and Daniel Jones did enough.
Yep, yep, and I mean, and look, there's they do have two quality wins, beating Denver and beating. They smoked the Chargers. They
Hmm.
smoked them.
Pretty close. Played the Rams pretty close too.
Yes, but I just when you put it in Daniel Jones' hands, I just don't trust him when it really counts.
'Cause that's when he turns this Saturday or Sunday we saw it. Kind of turned back into Daniel Jones. Just saying. Kind of looked like Daniel Jones again.
Mhm.
Yeah, that giant cross-eyed look where he's looking everywhere and I don't even know what he sees.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Okay, so I want to go to another quarterback who might be looking for a new destination soon, and that is Kyler Murray. So today, November 5th, 2025, they just announced he will be on the injured reserve list. It is time for the Cardinals to move off Kyler Murray.
I mean, you look at the past two games, there's no other answer in front of you. They've looked like so much more of a competent offense. They've been able to get the running game going. And you thought this year, even Kyler said before the year, he says, I want to be used more. I want to run more. He wasn't doing that too well, wasn't passing too well. I think the writing's been on the wall for a few years for them. They had that magical year where they beat Green Bay on that Thursday night football and they were 7-0. And everyone was hooting and hollering about Kyler Murray. And now the ceiling's falling out, and everyone's starting to realize what he really is, and he's just not that great of a quarterback. Do I
Well,
think he
no,
can
I mean,
start
look,
somewhere else and succeed if the situation is right? Yes, but I don't think he's a long-term guy anywhere. And maybe the MLB is just calling at this point.
well, look, I think first of all, we hear the rumors that not very passionate, doesn't really look at the film. Um, he cared way more about Call of Duty. No, but look, I mean, look, he's talented, but number one, he is a small quarterback, and the injuries are piling up. I would move off him. And number two, uh, Marvin Harrison Jr. was not used when Kyler Murray was at quarterback. That
He
guy's
was
a
the
stud.
third overall pick, and you've seen him in the two games since. That guy's a stud.
Oh, he's terrific. You know, look, I mean, when Jacoby Brissett plays better than Kyler Murray and the offense looks better, that just tells you something. I mean, yes, Kyler Murray is a very gifted player, but he's small. And I just don't. Injuries are piling up.
And he
I'm not
hasn't had
sure
like a
if he just
marquee
look.
Kyler Murray game in a while either, where he just tears it up. Because there were games a few years ago where he'd put up 300, three touchdowns, and he'd look like one of the top 10 quarterbacks in the league. And you're like, I kind of excited to see where this goes. Like, this guy's a fun player to watch. But now he's just a total dud running around now. He just always looks like someone stole something from him and he's a little kid running after them.
Yeah, look, I mean,
Yeah, see, you just picture it in your mind. You're like, yep, there's Kyler. Someone stole his candy today. He's got to go get him.
yes, look, I just think you have to move off.
It's
Refresh,
time.
start new.
And that
Uh,
division is a gauntlet. So they're looking at a
I know. I
multiple,
mean,
multiple year
San
rebuild.
Fran, the Rams, the Seahawks might be the best team in that division.
And they're not even being talked about enough. The EJG3 show took them off their power rankings. I couldn't believe it. The
I
rankings
agree
are
with that
fluid,
too.
though. They're fluid. They're fluid.
The list is fluid.
The
Exactly,
list
exactly.
is definitely fluid.
I look. I mean, this league, it's been crazy. The bad teams are the bad teams, and there's a lot of good teams in this league. Billy, I gotta tell you, I still don't know who the best team in the league is right now. I'm sorry, I just don't. There could be six number one teams, in my humble
I
opinion.
think they'll start to show themselves in the coming weeks. A lot of the better teams have some schedule defining games that they really got to have if they want to take their division. Because almost every division race, no one's, I think every division race is within one game. I don't think any of the teams are running away with it yet.
Well, look,
The Eagles are running away with it. Other than that, it's all game
Tampa
lead,
Bay
and
is
we're
gonna
looking at
run
it right
away with
now.
Tampa Bay is gonna run away with it. Um,
What about them Panthers, though?
nah. They can't score. They can't score.
But Rico Dowdle could pound the rock and just kill clock all game. You saw it happen to the Packers on Sunday.
Okay, let's go to the north. Let's go to the north.
To the north. The North
NFC North.
remembers.
Okay, I'm so disappointed with the Lions and Packers this past weekend. Number one,
That was shocking.
I mean, if you first of all, let's start with Green Bay's side. Tucker Kraft's out for the year now. I don't know Jordan Love. I don't know what he is. He's a roller coaster.
I can't figure him out. Because you see him in that Steelers game and he's lighting them up. He's making great deep
Well, he
passes.
had
He's
a
making
bad
every
first
right
half, and then he
read.
light him up in the second half.
Yeah. And he looks great. And then this past week, it looks like he forgot how to play football again. And it's like, when is he? He just needs, I think his thing is consistency. Because you've
Eh,
seen him put up elite top five performances, but it's never strung together over week spans.
I mean, look, and you look at the Lions. Look, I think they're the best team in that division, but you got absolutely shellacked by JJ McCarthy. I mean, look, the Vikings are they're one of the best rosters in the league. You know, they just couldn't get the
I
quarterback.
think they're going to start to figure it out down the stretch a little bit here. I mean, the Lions are only one win back of the Packers, or one and a half because the tie.
Yeah, half came back. But I was just shocked how Minnesota just dominated.
And it really was never close. It was almost a two-score game the whole game
Yeah,
until I think
I
the
don't know.
Lions
I
had a
think the
chance at
score
the
was
end.
27,
But
24. Yeah, that game just never
yeah,
was
I think that was
close.
the final.
But like Green Bay, you lose to Cleveland and you lose to the Panthers.
And that spread, it was Green Bay minus 13 and a half, and they lose outright. That's the biggest outright loser since I think the Browns beat the Packers earlier this year.
I think that was like 10 too.
Yeah.
Um, I just I don't I think the Lions. I mean, they have the better roster, but I just don't know who's gonna win that division.
I could realistically see the Packers, Lions, or even the Vikings sneaking in and taking it. The Bears, I think the Bears are an improving
The
team. I
Bears,
think the
look.
Bears' ceiling is 9 wins and their floor is
I
lose
mean, look.
five.
Everybody can score against Dallas and the Bengals.
And that's the two teams they've lit the world up against. Other than that, Caleb Williams has looked pretty shaky, a little inaccurate, a little late on his reads too. Jimmy LaValle will probably clip this and cry about it. I'm sorry, Jim. I think the Bears are a good team, but they're not a this year team.
Yes, he. By the way, he thinks they're a top 10 team. They're not a top 10
I,
team.
I think they're better half, arguably. I don't think they're
No,
sniffing the
look,
top 10. Maybe next year.
they're Caleb Williams have gotten better. I mean, he's definitely improved Caleb Williams, but that defense is not that good
That
unless they
defense.
they
They're in
get
the
picked.
Cowboys Bengals tier of, oh, anyone's allowed. It's Coleman's on a Friday night. Anyone can come in and score.
Exactly, exactly. Um, I mean, yeah, I don't think the Bears are that team. They got absolutely destroyed by the Lions.
That division will be an interesting one to watch for the next few years because all those teams are tied to those four quarterbacks for years now, and I think each of them feel pretty good about their guy right now.
Yeah. Although I have a lot of concerns with Jordan Love and JJ McCarthy, I still don't know what he is.
And no one has tape on JJ yet either. I feel like once you
He's
see like year two, year three, then you really see,
and he's also had a lot of injuries also.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, that'll
Okay,
be an interesting division to see.
so let's recap the game of the weekend. Bills defeating the Chiefs 28-21. Uh, Billy, when the schedule came out, me and you said, no, let's lose to the Chiefs, and then we changed your mind. No, let's still beat them. Uh, and I'm but we thought that game division's kind of weak. That was a must win. They
That
had to
was
win that game.
absolutely to keep pace with the Patriots. And it doesn't really mean anything for the Bills. Does it mean they're going to beat the Chiefs in the playoffs? I don't know. But
We'll see that
it
we'll
feels
see in
dang
January.
good to beat your rivals. I don't care. I don't care how you see this game. Like, yeah, we lose in the playoff or have lost in the playoffs, but it feels dang good to beat your rivals. And as an attendee of that game, I would say that was probably the best Bills game I've ever been to. The defense finally showed up. And that stadium was rocking from the first to the end of the fourth to the end of Mr. Brightside. That stadium brought the energy all day.
Yeah, and, you know, it felt like the Bills dominated the Chiefs all game, and yet still everybody was holding their breath because Patrick Mahomes had the ball in his hands.
Oh, and you
Because the
see
Bills,
22
because the
seconds, you go,
Bills can't close games out. That's always been my frustration with Sean McDermott at the helm. He can't close big games out.
and that one was, I mean, you couldn't have hit the goalpost more square. I mean, I fell to my knees in the stadium. I was standing up. I was like, all right, thought I listened to Mr. Brightside. This is gonna be a lot of fun. Like we're gonna have a great time. And then I'm like, oh my God, there's 22 seconds left. And then he throws a completion for like 20 yards on the first pass, and I was like, how does this keep happening? Well, luckily enough, they made a play on the next two Hail Marys. They got out of it, and we won. We beat the Chiefs. We beat our biggest rival. Our best player is now 5-5 against Patrick Mahomes. I know the playoff record, but you still got to look at those 5 wins and be like, all right, these quarterbacks are pretty much dead even when it comes to just
I mean,
overall
I mean
talent.
when Lamar plays Patrick Mahomes, it's not even close. The games are just not
Yeah,
interesting. Chiefs blow him out.
and Lamar always finds a way to beat himself too. Josh Allen, knock on wood, in the big spots, he doesn't find ways to beat himself. And that's what Lamar does time and time again when the pressure's on.
All right, Billy, this made me very frustrated. This is where you could have closed out the Chiefs, and you didn't need it. You could have won by 21 points, but the play I'm going to talk about, the 4th and 17 play, when Mahomes hit Rasheed Rice, hey, Sean, you call a timeout.
He'd done great with the just, we need a second timeout. It's all game. Like, we need a second, just reset, talk about this. He had one when we had 12 guys on the field. Bless you, Sean. Great job. I called you an idiot in the moment, and then I quickly learned that there was 12 people on the field, and I was like, good job, Sean. And then that 4th and 17 comes out. I don't know if there's ever been like a, you ever hear like the theory of what you don't want the other team to do is what they should do?
Yeah,
Every time the Bills are in 3rd and 4th and long, I don't want you to go for it because we ain't too good at that one. It seems like almost every time we only rush three and we drop everyone back, and the quarterback just waits for someone in the zone to open up.
yeah, and Rasheed Rice was wide open, and so I'm very concerned with that. Uh, Number two, a guy who came off suspension, Michael Holt, uh, tore his Achilles. He was playing great football. I think the Bills are gonna miss him the rest of the year because he was getting to Mahomes.
Yeah, and he had a sack and a half in his first game, a forced fumble in his first game last week against the Panthers, and then another big impact this week. He had a sack against Mahomes again. He was all over the field. The Bills were able to send five consistently with him. It looked like really just a changing of the tides for this defense with him and Harrison coming in and Cole Bishop finally playing more instinctively too. But I think this defense will be fine. We saw in the past few weeks McDermott started calling plays again. They said it's a collaborative effort. I'm sure it's very collaborative.
Yeah,
But
I don't
yeah,
think it
Max
is.
Harrison adds so much speed, so much juice to that defense, and we're really gonna miss Michael Hoyt over here in Buffalo.
Yeah.
You like Max Hairston and Cole Bishop, two young studs stepping up in a big spot?
I thought he traveled with what's his name?
Worthy.
Worthy. Yes, I thought he. I mean, I was very shocked. I knew that. I just blanked for a second. He
Yeah.
traveled with Worthy, which I was shocked. Wasn't Harrison like one of the fastest cornerbacks
Four
coming
two,
out of
I
the
think
draft?
4.28 speed and Worthy's a 4.21, so he should have outran him. Oh no.
Yeah, no, that was a big time interception that he had. Which Mahomes, I don't know why you're just
Yeah,
throwing
that
it
was
up.
a was that do you think chalk it up to an arm punt? 3rd and 10,
I
5 minutes
think,
left in the game.
yeah, probably. I mean, look,
Not
he
like
he
Worthy's gonna go
he,
up there
he
and
did
muff the
he
guys.
did it when he threw it to Kelsey, and but Kelsey was wide open.
Of
Which,
course.
um, but okay, I think these two teams will be fine. But I'm gonna ask this no matter what. Do you think the Chiefs are in trouble?
No, no. that team, they've been out there rookie first round left tackle for 4 straight weeks, and it's kind of showed. I mean, they got a big win against the Lions. They beat the crap out of the Raiders, and then whoever they beat last week, don't even care. Don't remember who it was. Let me
I'm
read you their end of the year schedule because it's a tough one, but I think it'll make this team really ready for January. So they got the Broncos twice, they got the Colts, Cowboys, Texans, and the Chargers. That's six pretty hard games right there that
uh,
I'd say
uh
are all awesome. I think Cowboys, they kill them. They kill them every time they play
Raiders,
'em.
Raiders. No.
Raiders is free, but Broncos twice, and you have to play the Texans and Chargers. I mean, the Texans are not a good team. They are the best defense in the league. Every week they prove it.
Yes, we talked. I didn't think, I didn't think the Chiefs were the best team in that division coming into the season.
What do you
Uh,
think now?
well, I think they're best team in that division, but I don't think they're going to win a division. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
Uh,
no, I see what you're saying.
I
I think those 2 games against the Broncos, I think if they split, then I think the Broncos take it, and I think if the Chiefs win both, I think they're going to walk away with this division again.
Joe Alt, my bad.
Yeah.
He's out for the season for the Chargers lineman. Um, that hurts them. Because Justin Herbert for some reason does not play well when Joel is not on the field. Um, but I think Denver's probably gonna win the division, but I think the Chiefs, if they met in the playoffs, I think the Chiefs would win.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
I even I went to a crazy bizarro world before the Bills Chiefs game because I was just thinking because everyone tries to be like, oh, the Patriots are going to beat the Bills in the division, and they might. I don't know. I'd probably put it at like 50-50. But like to me, the only thing that matters is wherever we play the Chiefs in January, we have to beat them. Like
Yeah,
I
it's
could
it's
see
it's all
I
about
could see the
January.
Bills getting the 5 seed and the Chiefs getting the 6, and we're in Highmark Stadium January 20 whatever in the last game ever, and it's the stadium's closing, and you have to beat Patrick Mahomes to get one more game. That's my personal nightmare. But also, it could be my personal heaven. It can either be the best day ever or the worst day ever. But until we get there, we won't know, Ed.
Yes. But I mean, look, Patriots are playing unbelievable. Um, I did not expect this. I thought they would be in the mix for a wild card spot,
Yeah, with that schedule especially.
but yeah, no. As a Bills fan, I would like Tampa Bay to beat the Patriots this weekend.
Yeah.
Uh,
So the
but I was gonna,
Patriots next three. This is my big Patriots point. They're
but,
at the
but
Bucks, then they're hosting the Jets on Thursday Night Football, and they're at the Bengals. I think if they go 2-1 in that stretch, they're a legit contender for the division. I think if they lose to the Bengals and Bucks, I think it's wraps. Because we haven't seen that team face any adversity under Mike Vrabel. It's been good vibes the whole time. You lose a week 1 nail biter to the Raiders, who just had a great game, and it was your first game with Mike Vrabel.
and
That's
then and
fine.
then you turn the ball over against Pittsburgh.
Yeah, you turn the ball over against Pittsburgh. Other than that, you've had pretty good games. I mean, you go down to start every game, but then after that, you're smooth sailing. So I'd like to see how this Patriots team responds to some adversity if they get some after losing to Tampa this weekend, which I don't know. I'd put that game as a toss up too because Tampa's really injured.
Yeah, I like Tampa.
I love Tampa.
I love them.
I
Um,
love them.
yeah. Look, man, this AFC,
It's a tough one.
yeah, it's a tough
I
one.
mean, the NFC too. The NFC is like 10 or 12 teams deep that you could see making the playoffs. I think contenders in that conference are really just Packers, Lions, Eagles, Rams, Seahawks. I think there's a clear four, and throw the Bucks in there too because they'll have a home playoff game.
Okay. So you have a top 10 power ranking list.
Would you like to hear my top 10 power rankings? I have a
Uh,
I sent you one, but I have a new number one team.
you,
We got a new number one. Here we go.
No, no,
When
no.
you're looking into Eddie's extremely complicated Excel sheets. There we go. All right, from the top here. Here are ball knower Bills NFL power rankings. I know everything. I'm the smartest man alive, so you're gonna listen to my power rankings. Number one team in the league, by far the best team in the league, the Bengals offense with the Browns defense. That's right. We're cutting this cookie in half and we're gluing it together. We got a half moon cookie. Half Browns, half Bengals. That's the best team in the league because the other side of the ball, bleh, terrible. Those teams, oh my gosh. If I had the Bengals offense and the Browns defense, my golly, I might be the Montreal Canadiens in the 1900s winning a cup every year. Enough with that. Number two, I got the Rams. Rams, great team. Matthew Stafford should be favored for MVP. He's been the best player in the league so far. I don't know how he's not getting more MVP buzz. Every week he shows up and shows out. Puka Nacua out for 2 weeks. No problem. We'll give it to Devontae all day. We'll be fine. Number three, I got the Eagles. Good team. They're going to keep running the ball. They're going to keep doing the tush push. You're going to keep complaining. They're going to keep winning. Number four, I still got the Chiefs better than the Bills. The Bills just had to beat them in the playoffs. That's what I'll leave it at. Number four, the Bills. See you in the playoffs. Number five, Lions. We'll see. We'll see what that team can be down the stretch. When they play their A1 game, they're a hard team to beat. When they're just running the ball down your throat all day, and then you don't see Amon-Ra St. Brown or J-Mo coming, that's a tough team to beat. Six, Seahawks. That defense and Jackson Smith. Those two things, you can win all day with those two in this league. Number seven, Ravens. Everyone's going to hate this one. I don't care. Lamar Jackson's in. That's a top five team in football. They're only down right now because of the record. Number eight, Packers. Jordan Love. Figure it out. Don't know what you're doing. Number nine, Buccaneers. They'll be fine. They'll get healthy. They got great receivers. Baker's a dog. And then at number 10, I got the Broncos. I like 21 of the 22 players on that starting roster. The one I don't like is Bo Nix for the first 3 quarters because what is he doing every game? Every game, Bo Nix gets to the fourth quarter and he just goes, Bo Nix button. Let me go off in the fourth quarter and find a way to win this game after being terrible the whole game. So that's my top 10. You can read the rest of this if you want to see the full rankings. They're pretty good, if you ask me. So yeah, they're all correct too. I had them checked by the NFL media and they said I went 32 for 32.
Actually, I would have the Jets number 32.
Who what would the point spread be if it was Jets at Titans?
Pick 'em.
Guess that line.
Probably pick 'em.
Pick 'em.
Um, yeah, look, I mean, I'm gonna create a top 10 list tomorrow. I mean,
Oh,
oh,
I'm gonna get mad at it. Can't wait. My favorite tradition every week. Thursday morning, firing up Instagram during my lunch break and being like, Eddie's list, man. It's making me mad.
I mean, look, I
You don't
appreciate
like the
you.
Bills. You don't
I,
like
I
that.
appreciate the fact that you put the Bears, uh, around the 18th. I mean, I think they might be better than the Texans. Um, but I
Oh,
mean,
sorry, Jimmy. Bears are 18 this week. We'll see. Get that defense looking right. I don't care about turnovers. Every team gets turnovers.
yeah. Not a bad list. I mean, hey, thank you for sharing it.
Of course, I'll always do it for my favorite podcast on the market, National Sports Podcast EJG3 show.
Um, yeah. Do you think the Bills are gonna win the division?
I really think it's going to come down to that Week 15 at New England game because I think the Bills' schedule is much tougher, and that will be the tiebreaker we'll probably need. And we really need the Patriots to lose this Sunday to the Bucks. They have to go to the Bucks too. So that
Yeah,
that
no.
one really has to be a
Well,
Patriots loss.
no. Buccaneers are home. It's
Yeah,
home.
they have to go to the Bucks. Sorry. But yeah, I think the Patriots need to lose that game and then lose like a random like oh they lost to a crap team, throw it away. It was just a bad week. But This
I'm
Bills team,
confident. I'm
if
confident
they're
that
in
the
the
Bills will.
playoffs, they can beat anyone. And that's what I keep going back to. If we lose the division, fine. Where do we play Kansas City and when? Because we got to beat that team.
Yeah, they're probably Bills and Chiefs are probably two best teams.
You know they're going to find,
And
especially because those two teams are the best when it matters most. Those two quarterbacks are the best two playoff performers. Look at the numbers. Every
yes,
year, those two guys show up and they play their best ball in January.
yeah, no, 100%. Well, Bill, this was unbelievable. I had fun. You did a
Always a
great
great
job.
time on the EGJ3 show. Thanks for having me. Go
Absolutely.
Bills.
Hey, make sure you like and subscribe to the show. Um, and we'll see you next time.
Hit that button. Thanks, Eddie.